morning, kids, and happy Thursday, September 9th, or 7th, September 7th.
94 toll south.
Yeah, what? Thursday? Wait, what happened to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? Yeah, well, well, Monday I had off because of the holiday, and I hope everybody had a nice Labor Day weekend. Mine started off really nice. Tail end of it kind of sucked, though, because somehow or another, your Uncle Dirk somehow figured out how to catch himself a stomach flu. Yeah, that's right. Haven't had one of those for a while, but man, did that suck. Oh. Yeah, so I was supposed to be working Tuesday and Wednesday, both of which days that wasn't happening. So I was at home. Truck was getting a little bit of a breather, and I was feeling miserable. And still not quite 100%, but hey, I'm at least strong enough to be back in the truck and rolling. So even if it's just for 2 days, just that's fine. You do what you got to do, and you do what you can do. So yeah, so that kind of sucked. So I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Stomach stuff is the absolute worst. So anyway, we are in the lovely traffic and weather of the greater Chicagoland area. We are on I-55 going north, and we're about to pick up 294 going south. And yeah, I better get in the lane, huh? And then we are heading to Saginaw, Michigan. Yes, Saginaw, Michigan. Looking forward to that. Haven't been there for a little bit, and that's kind of a nice drive. I like the state of Michigan. It's very pretty. So we're going to head up that way to a very small Menards distribution center. Some nice folks up there. I was there before, and we've got a loaded trailer that we picked up in the yard. So somebody brought this thing from Eau Claire, and I am finishing up the trip to Saginaw. So from there, I guess the plan is that I'm gonna pick up a trailer in Saginaw that's preloaded and go to Holiday City, Ohio with that, and then do another drop and hook at the Menards DC in Holiday City, Ohio, and pick up a trailer that is loaded to go to a Menards store in Hamilton, Ohio, and then deliver that one. That's a live offload, of course, since it's a store, but these Menards stores are really good about offloading trailers quick. At least that's been the case for me, so I'm very happy about that. And from there, we are going to go, I guess, grab another load. I'm not sure if that's a preloaded trailer or if that's a live load, but we're going to pick up a trailer that is going back to somewhere in the Plainfield area, somewhere close to our terminal, but it doesn't deliver till Monday. So I'll be able to scoot back, park the truck in the yard late Friday night, and just stay attached to that trailer, which is always nice. I love being able to hold on to a delivery until Monday morning, because that's a great way to start the week. You just you don't have to worry about going and finding an empty trailer and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's the plan. It's kind of gray and hazy. It's been drizzling and raining and drizzling and raining, and that's all right. It's kind of turning into fall as it always does, I guess. At least you hope. And I don't mind it at all. So I like the fall weather a lot. So one of my favorite seasons, I think. I think it is my favorite season. But anyway, beside the point, I am trying to have energy, trying to be upbeat, trying to be positive. I feel like shit still, but hey, trying to push through and make it happen. So that's what we do, right? So more later as we continue our little journey. Well, we're now in the lovely state of Michigan, and we're on I-69 North. We're about midway between Lansing and Flint. And before we hit Flint, Michigan, we're going to take, Michigan 13 up to Saginaw. So that'll bring us to our receiver, Menards distribution center up there. And so that's all good. So it has been raining pretty much nonstop all day. And as I was driving, I'm thinking, well, God, this is a pretty crappy day to be trying to capture any video. But then it occurred to me that, the whole point of my channel is to, give a glimpse into what trucking's actually like, right? That's one of the main points of it. So, this is what trucking is like. You drive through shit weather. And right now it's actually cleared up a little bit. You can actually see a little bit of brightness in the sky. But it's been pretty much dark gray and gloomy and rainy pretty much the whole trip. So, that's what you get. So, anyway, it also had me thinking about, the whole discussion in the last couple of videos about lane choices and driving, adjusting your driving based on the amount of lanes or the type of road that you're on and where you're driving and all that good stuff. And it just made me think that after seeing a few different trucks make mistakes, in my opinion, and a few other trucks being much more intelligent, in my opinion, I thought I would just share the observations that I've made in my time driving. And that is that when you're on a two-laner like this, now, we're basically in the country, we're in rural Michigan, and when you do come upon somebody who is driving slower than you in the right lane, ask yourself how much slower. So, like right now, this guy in front of me, he was doing 67, I'm doing 68, and I'm happy at 68 considering the weather. And so, could I pass him? Sure, I could pass him. Did I? No, I didn't. Why? It's only a mile per hour difference. Who cares? It's just stupid. And we're in Michigan. People drive very fast in Michigan. The car speed limit here is 75 miles per hour. So these cars coming up in the left lane, they're going at a pretty damn good clip. So that's a pretty big speed differential if I were to swing out at, 67 miles per hour when they could be going, 80 plus. That's a big difference in speed, so that closing distance closes really, really quick. So, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. Just why do that? It's just, it makes no sense to my brain, at least. But let's say he was doing 63 and I want to do 68. Well, that becomes maybe a point where I do want to pass him. Well, what I've learned in my time driving is that, again, I've said before, you're not driving a car anymore, right? You're driving a 72-foot long, potentially 80,000-pound behemoth of a vehicle. It does not react quickly. It does not accelerate quickly. So it becomes a matter of timing. And what I mean by that is pick your point, and especially if your truck is governed slower. If you're in a governed truck that's governed at 65, then you really should be picking your opportunities and waiting. The key there is to be patient. You don't have, like in a car, we get so used to when we drive a car, if we come up on somebody who's moving slower, in a car, you just automatically go and you pass them, and you don't give it much thought. Hopefully you check your mirrors and stuff before you do that, but a lot of people don't even do that. They just swing out and go, and they punch it. Well, a car has the acceleration and the maneuverability to do that without creating too big of a safety issue. A truck, on the other hand, that's not the case. You have to build up some momentum. You have to build that speed up to get past, quickly. Otherwise, you hang out there in the left lane forever, and you start really pissing people off. So, what I have always done when I need to pass on a highway like this is I watch my left mirror. And if I see a whole bunch of cars coming up that left lane, and if I see like a long-nosed Pete or Kenworth or something coming up, and you know that they're flying, I mean, if there's a long-nosed truck in the left lane especially on a 2-lane highway, they're flying. They're doing 70 plus. That's just a given, right? So would I turn out in front of them? Hell no. That is the absolute most stupid, irresponsible thing you can do. Don't do it. Wait your turn, because that Pete will fly by you. That Kenny will fly by you. The 15 cars that are stacked up, coming up fast in the left, they're going to get past you a lot quicker than it's going to take you to pass that truck in front of you. So always bear that in mind and wait your turn. Wait until you see a nice, long, empty left lane going way back as far as you can see. Once it's all empty, then get out there and pass. Especially, again, if you're governed slow, that's especially important, because you really are going to piss people off if you swing out into that left lane and then start accelerating. Just not a smart thing to do. And, like I've said before, when you start pissing people off, or you start, making a barrier in front of them, an obstacle, a rolling roadblock, what happens? It's very predictable. They get pissed. And when people get pissed, they do really, really stupid things. And that becomes a safety issue. That can get really dangerous really quickly. And you don't want to be the cause of that. So, anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. Because there are lots of 2-lane highways in this country, and I see guys do it all the time. They check their mirror, and if something isn't within 100 yards, they just swing out. And it's like, why the hell would you do that? It's predictable. The person coming up the left lane, bam, they come right up on their ass and they're pissed. And it's like, why do that? It's not intelligent, and it's not mature, and it's not safe. And you're not saving yourself any time. Just pick your opportunity, and everybody will be happy, including yourself. Okay, and just to be sure that I've covered everything, now we're on a 1-laner. Just 1 lane, that's it. And a little bit of a gravel shoulder, which is a nice little addition. But other than that, it's 1 lane of traffic. It probably should go without saying, but just in case there's somebody who doesn't know, and it would be a new driver, I would think, I would hope. When should you pass on one of these little country 1 lane in one direction? I guess they're 2-lane roads, but I call it 1-laner just because 1 lane in your direction, right? So you get it. But when are you able to pass on a road like this? My answer? Never. Never, ever, ever pass on a road like this. Because see all those trees up there? You have no idea where there are driveways. You have no idea where there's intersecting farm roads or country roads, whatever. And now all of a sudden you're in the left lane trying to pass somebody, and somebody pulls out. That is going to be tragedy waiting to happen. So do not do it. The only time I would ever pass on a road like this is if I saw no trees on the shoulders, so that I was able to see for sure any roadway that is coming in, and I want to see each roadway coming in that's intersecting. I want to see as far as the eye can see to the left and right, that there's no traffic coming towards the road I'm on. And then I want to be able to see way out as far as I can see. I want to see all the way out, like a mile to 2 miles, 3 miles out, to see that there's not even a speck of a dot of a vehicle coming this way. Then and only then, maybe I would consider passing. Unless you've got a super fast, powerful truck, right? So again, the long-nosed trucks, different story. They've got a boatload of power. They can accelerate a lot quicker than these plastic trucks. Different animal. I'm talking about fleet trucks. These plastic machines that are all rigged for a fuel economy. pass on a road like this. It is the worst decision you can make. Even if you're behind a combine or a tractor or whatever, you know what? They usually don't stay on that road long. They're going to go from one field to another. Just be patient and wait. Do not pass on a road like this. Oh, well, I completely forgot to turn on the cameras on the approach here to Saginaw, Michigan, D.C. Sorry about that, but I was paying too much attention to the traffic because they had a whole bunch of detours in downtown Saginaw, and the route I took takes you right through downtown Saginaw, so I really had to pay attention because it's tight corners in there. So anyway, we are here. Just checked in with the gate. Now I got to go run in with the paperwork and see where they want me to drop this trailer and have them give me an empty. More in a bit. All right. Drop in B, pick up the loaded trailer in C. So let's go do that. Why, there's B right ahead. Couldn't be simpler. Oh, that's right. This is a mud bowl in this place. Oh, it's going to be fun. So, let's see. How are we going to get in there? We got a yard dog sitting there doing God only knows what. I got to find a spot for this trailer. One over there if I need it. Well, sorry, Mr. Yard Dog, I don't know what you're doing over there, but I'm coming at you. Well, this looks like a pretty good spot. I'm gonna have to jackknife it. Not really. Could have gotten closer, but that's all right. It's close enough to wiggle it over. Let's wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle it. Leave some space for myself in there. Closer than that. Let's get it a little bit closer. Woo! You thought I was going to hit it, didn't you? Ain't my first rodeo. That's a little better. Yard dogs appreciate that when you squeeze them in a little tight. Limited space on this yard, so you don't want to leave 3-foot gaps between their trailers. All right, let's drop this sucker. All right, so that one's dropped. Let's air up our suspension again, and I believe my full one is over there in a mud hole. So this DHT truck is going to get the heck out of the way. Looks like he is. All right. So let us meander our way over and see if that's our trailer. I think it is. Yeah, this lot is a little bit of a mess. Might have to change into my boots to get this one out of here. Because this back corner is just a mud hole. Oh, they need to get some limestone in here. They need to get limed. Limey bastards. Oh, that's 3522. That's not my trailer. Well, maybe it's on the back row. Let's find out. Or maybe it's over here somewhere. Well, let's go on a wild goose chase. He said C. That was C. It weren't there. So let's take a look. 18919 is what we need. 18919. There's the one we brought over there to the right. Look how pretty it is. Look how perfectly lined up that is. God, I'm a rock star. Oh, I'm kidding. It's gotta be here somewhere. Where'd y'all stick my trailer? Don't tell me it's still on a door. They just have it planned to drop in C. That would suck. What's that one? That's not it either.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
18919. This is the kind of fun you get to have when you drive a truck. Where the hell did you guys put my trailer? I don't see it. That's a problem. Let me make sure I got the right trailer.
All right.
I hope another driver didn't grab it. Well, let's go find out. Okay, just checked with the fine folks in the office and they said it might actually be back behind the building. They may have been full in C and sometimes they leave them back behind the building, and I've never been back there. So I didn't know to check there. I didn't know they had trailers back there. So they said, yeah, go ahead and go back there. And give it a look and see if it's back there. So let's do that, and hopefully we'll find our trailer here. So come along on the ride with me. This is all unknown territory from this point forward. I have no idea. Never been back here. Get the grand tour of the Saginaw, Michigan Menards DC. Okay, let's see here. It's looking promising. I see trailers. I see an M&S1 trailer too. Let's see. Oh, there it is, 18919, and there's no trailer next to it, so I don't have to pretend I'm a piece of paper getting between the trailers. Good thing I'm skinny. I can fit between trailers like nobody's business. Alright, 18919. My rockstar dispatcher will be relieved when I send him the message, because I'm sure he's concerned now. There's no trailer. What? That's not what what they want to hear. That means a big headache for them. So, oh, I better lock my differential because it is nasty slippery out here. Go. And for those who don't know, the trucks generally, they have two axles. The drive axles are, there's two different axles. And in normal operation, only one of them is getting power from the engine. But there's a thing called an interaxle lock down here on the dashboard. And when you flip that, it basically kind of turns it into kind of like a four-wheel drive. So it locks in a second differential back there so that both axles get power. So anytime you're in snow, mud, ice, whatever, you want to engage that so you're not just spinning your wheels like an old-fashioned rear-wheel drive car in the winter. So anyhow, we found our trailer. Yes! Let me pre-trip it and we'll get the hell out of here. All right, we have trailer. Now if we can get it out of here without taking that one apart, yes, we are good. All right. Oh, don't go in the creek, Dirk. Holy crap. I'm just kidding. I was nowhere close to going in the creek. We don't want to be up Schitt's Creek. We have no paddle. Anyhow, let's meander our way back out of here, see our friendly neighborhood gate guard, get our paperwork, and get the hell back on the road where we make money. All right. Paperwork, trailer, we are set to roll. So we got another 3 hours or so, 3-ish hours to get down to Holiday City, Ohio for another drop and hook. I'll probably end up spending the night there at the DC, and then we'll deliver the trailer I'm taking out of Holiday City. We'll deliver that first thing down in Hamilton, Ohio tomorrow, and then my Rockstar dispatcher, another load for me to go get loaded and bring back home. So that will be my very much abbreviated week. Oh, thank you, Stomach Flu. I appreciate you showing up unannounced and screwing up my damn holiday weekend and then costing me a fortune by making me stay home for 2 days. Rat bastard. Anyway. Alright, so this is going to be a really bizarre interchange here.
Left on Veterans Memorial Parkway.
So you got to turn right, then left, and then come around a circle. I don't know. The founding fathers of Saginaw dreamed this shit up. This very strange Washington Avenue that's separated by all these like expanses of grass, and it's not like two parallel roadways. They both like run in snake patterns. So it's like you get completely bewildered if you're not from here. It's like they all twist and turn around, and it's like, where the hell am I? So anyhow, so we gotta turn left because we have to go the opposite way that we're heading right now. So now we're gonna make this big swing around. Yeah.
Turn left at the stop sign.
I guess this is back in the heyday of, when the automobile business was gigantic in Detroit, because Saginaw was also a very, very prominent player, as was Flint, Michigan, in that whole business for parts and Body by Fisher and all sorts of different supporting roles. And they still have a UAW factory here. As a matter of fact, it's just off to our right out of camera. Actually, the one side camera might grab it. But that's been there since the dawn of time. And so when they built Saginaw, they had more money than they knew what to do with. And they had all these grandiose plans, so they built these grand thoroughfares through here. After all, it's all built on the automobile, right? So make it a grand thoroughfare. And now it's all kind of Rust Belt blight, which is really unfortunate. But
1 mile.
cool history,
Take
though.
the ramp on the right.
Anyhow,
I-75
I will
south.
flip the camera off and shut up now, and we will be on our way to Holiday City, Ohio.